thank you that you used it for me. All cool, the map is the correct one. Let me go back and switch off the music, since we are now inside the game. Let's check the civilizations, Jiggsy. It's Vikings, Japanese, Huns, Mongols. So they picked exactly what you said. What about the enemies? They have Japanese, Mongols, Huns, and Vikings. So pretty much both teams picking exactly the same civilization for both players. And let's maybe take a look at the
for the fast up, right?
Let's take a look at the positions. Looks like all of them are pretty close to water. Well, it's pretty much expected, and that's the way this map is designed. I will start here with the green player, which is Dark Knight. Let me go to his point of view. He is the Vikings player here. Yeah, he's gonna have some very, very nice deep fish in there, very close to his shoreline. I think that's pretty much the case throughout the whole coastline, isn't it? Well,
what, good fish?
Yeah. Not necessarily, to be honest. I'm now checking.
What do you mean? You mean like?
I mean that you have deep fish just close to your shoreline. Looking here at yellow, for example, it does seem to be a little bit further away from the deep fish. But anyway, let's keep with his map on. Looks like a good map for me, right? He has well, he's choosing to go for this wood here at the front. He could go to this one here at the top of his TC, and he also has his gold in there. So. Well, it's actually hard to have a bad map on this map, right? It's actually
it doesn't matter too much as long as like gold and like berries and stuff isn't hittable by water. Then it's kind of
you're gonna be fine. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Looks like we have a pause again. Hopefully no drops. Let me go back and make sure all of the players still inside. Yes, all of them are still inside the game, so all good. Just a small pause, it seems. Huns, this war here at the flank, this could be a dangerous war for the VN team. It's gonna be Huns against Japanese. Well, what do you reckon? I mean, Huns are probably gonna go up a little bit faster than Japanese, right?
You'd think so, yeah.
You'd think so. And the red player, if he makes these dogs as closely as possible to his town center, he will be a little bit far away from yellow's dog, so that means he wouldn't be able to help too soon the orange player. Anyway, let's see. I do think this is probably going to be the most interesting matchup here on the left side. Also considering the players, it's going to be Olala, which was pretty much the best VNS player on the other game. He's going to be facing Milo, also a very, very, very strong player on the VN team. The other flanks, what are they going to be? It's going to be Vikings against Vikings. So the other flank, clearly less interesting in my opinion. Probably just both players going to be... Well, let's see what happens. You never know. What do you reckon is the best civ to actually have as a pocket in this situation? Or does it even matter? Because no one's going to go fast castle, right? Yeah.
Nah, everyone's gonna up as fast as you can and then grush and then...
Start the game already!
So what, they're having lag? Yeah.
They're saying 14, so I'm gonna hope that all is cool. Well, they are clearly having a little bit of lag. We can see it's just feels a little bit slow, the game sometimes, but let's hope that's somehow playable still. I will keep my point of view on the Vikings player. Unfortunate for him, seems like he had to make loom already. Something which you want to...
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, something which you actually want to avoid it for as long as you can. At least, well, even on this map, you could even consider never doing loom, right? You could actually consider never ever doing loom.
I don't think there are even wolves on this map.
I don't see any wolves. You're totally right. I'm also wondering what his build order is. He's not collecting any boar so far, so that means he actually leaves 3 villagers on sheep, which is gonna make his voting come.
Looking at DK.
Yeah, I'm looking at green player. Yeah, so he's actually making himself a little bit slower by leaving so many villagers on the sheep at this point. Also, very unfortunate for him are those deer just behind the forest, making them so hard to lure them, especially with the lag, which appears to be.
Yeah, I don't like what he's doing here. I would have just probably lured the boar with my scout, and then maybe lured one deer, and then gone and lured the boar with my scout.
Yeah,
I haven't seen many people doing that. I don't know why.
I agree with you. I would actually stay with the normal build order and just take deer as some kind of bonus. I mean, I would just keep all the villagers on the board as fast as you can, and then once both boars are lured, you could maybe think about the deer. But maybe just me. And because considering even this lag, it's going to be so hard to lure this deer, which are even behind the forest. It's going to be very hard for him.
Yeah, there might be a ton of lag.
I also wonder why is he taking his second board already? His other board is still on like half of its foot.
That's something you see quite a bit on fast crush maps. Just so you have like 12 vills on boar, so you can just get the meat really quick eaten.
Okay, I will
all about the fast up.
I will compare really fast green player with the orange player. They're both on the same population, made
both looming as well.
Yeah, also made in Cholo needed to make loom, as it seems. Well, his deer are at the much better place for him. He can lure them pretty much straight forward. They are the leg seems to be playing tricks on him, as this deer needed to go back. And what about the fishing boat? He has 2 out already. What about green? Oh, as well. So it looks like both players are pretty much equal here, Jiggsy. I don't think any of them is looking at a much faster uptime than the other ones. That's how it looks, at least for now.
Start to see players getting close to upping. Now
yeah,
we see
one more villager. Upping. Yeah, one more villager, and that should be enough. Well,
Mongols.
Look at this. Yeah, I think it's just about to click. Yeah, it's actually a very nice time considering all of the lag. He was able to click at 7 minutes 45. The Viking player is, and I think that's a very nice time for him actually, considering all the lag he had and considering he had to loom so early. It's a
loom early. That's impressive. Yeah.
It's a very nice time by him here. Let me check how his mate in Cholo doing. He's still not clicked up. He clicked up just now, but not too far behind, I think. So I don't think that's gonna be decisive, at least. I will switch back to the other flank. That's Milo here already. Jiggsy is on 50% almost, not just yet. What about the gray player? Oh la la, one of the strongest. Yeah, he's also a little bit further behind. Something a little bit puzzling to me, because as we mentioned before, hunts are actually expected to somehow up a little bit faster.
Faster, yeah.
But
well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. They should, but Japanese aren't bad either, so they're both really capable of upping really fast.
What I could think of is that, look at what he placed his dog. Maybe he had to go around of that forest, and by doing that he lost a few seconds.
Oh, well.
Yeah, maybe just because of that. I don't know. Those could be the reasons. But I don't think it's gonna be any major issue here. And
Milo losing a villager, actually.
Oh my god, where was it?
Look at this TC. There's a dead vill.
Oh, yeah. Indeed. He looks like he lost a villager to that boar, and he still was able to up faster than a player 7, so that's a good job by him. Anyway, I'm gonna stick with Tato. He was the first one to go up to feudal age. He has 2 dogs pumping. I'm expecting to see his 3rd one soon enough. I think that's gonna be what that villager is gonna do. Yeah, there you go, 3rd dog being made right now. He doesn't see a lot of the map though, Jiggsy, so he's probably just gonna send all of his galleys straight into his flank to the left side, right?
Maybe, or straight across. It's up to him, I guess.
I would think sending them.
Everyone knows what this map looks like, you know. So you know your enemies are gonna be somewhere opposite, or I'll check out his gather point. Yeah, it's straight opposite, so he's gonna go to the enemy pocket.
Okay, I think that's a little bit dangerous because I mean, until he gets to his enemy pocket, the pocket is gonna have boats himself, and in the meanwhile, his flank would be in danger. Well, seems like that's not the case, since none of the flanks is attacking just yet. I even don't see any galleys out for player 7, but again, he was a little bit later than player 4, which already has some galleys, and looks like he has found the dogs from player 7. He could even be able to kill some of his fishing boats. Let me go into his point of view. Moon-eyed, here we go.
Maybe.
Let me put it. No, he wasn't fast enough. There are galleys coming out.
I think you'll still be able to get 1 or 2.
Well, that would be a major victory for him. Looks like he will be able to. There you go. He's able to take one. Even a second one.
You don't want to lose too much HP on those galleys then.
Yeah, he could still use a villager.
2v1.
Let me check. 2v1. Indeed, 2v1. Looks like blue player is a little bit late. Well, he's now coming with these galleys, and those are going to be enough to keep his teammates safe. I didn't see if he actually lost any galleys in there, but he seems to be cornered. Orange seems to be a little bit cornered in here. If actually your green and teal choose to attack at the same time, Orange could be in big trouble here. Yeah, looks like the blue player is not doing too much of a good job here. He's being outnumbered heavily by the teal player here. Is he even gonna lose that galley, I reckon, as he was trying to micro. Maybe the lag played some tricks on him. But I don't see how he can save that galley over there with 8 HP left.
This is something we haven't mentioned, but it seems like the VN team is on TeamSpeak, whereas the VNS team is not. So communication's obviously going to be a lot better.
That's a very nice point you make there, yeah.
In a map like this, it's kind of really precise movements.
Yep, that's a very fair point you're making there. Well, looks like he was able to save those, but look at this, Jiggsy, player 8, went a little bit around, tried to snipe these fishing boats.
Losing that, oh, that's
really
looks bad.
Like green player is not gonna allow him, and he's even gonna make him pay for that sneaky movement, as he doesn't seem to have any way to go to run. That's unfortunate for him. He's gonna run. Green needs to micro a little bit better though here. But yeah, I think there's no way Orange is gonna keep all of these galleys alive. Well, looks he was. I think a little bit of miss-micro happened there by the green player, to be extremely honest. Anyway, I see a lot of Xing here on the other side of the map. It was red player who was trying to go in Milo. He was even able to kill something there, if I wasn't mistaken. I think he was able to kill one galley, but now there is Tato in there, which on the other hand also took down one galley from red player. So at this point, looks to me pretty similar. Only like green player seems to be doing a little bit worse than all the other guys. And I'm watching now the right side again, Jiggsy. Well,
the right side flank looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I take back what I said. Actually, looks like this right side flank from the VN team is having a major win in here. They are outnumbering the other team by so much. Well, this leg seems to be a little bit bad, but looks like they are still being able to do it. Yeah, look at this. Only 5 or 6 galleys left for the VNS team, while the
this could be a really early loss here.
Yeah,
I mean, like water loss. Like,
as you mentioned before, I think this was all because of some kind of miscommunication, allowing the orange player to be versus 2. It was a very slight moment, but sometimes those slight moments are enough to change the game.
And he tried to snipe fish, lost the galley, and then you're down. It's the trap that lots of people fall into. They like try and snipe fish and then end up losing water. So it's like, what's the point of killing fish if you? I mean, what's the point of? Oh, I can't talk. Like, if you kill the fish and then lose water, that's obviously not as good as just staying on the water.
Yeah, well, on the other hand, looks like Milo is fighting versus 2 himself. I wonder where Tato is. I don't see any galleys from him. And Milo is fighting 2 armies, still doing nicely though. It doesn't look to me like he's losing. But for how long can he hold this?
Killing fish. He's off with his galleys hunting.
I don't see any of his galleys. Oh yeah, he's so misplaced. I wonder why he went that far. He cannot allow his flank to be versus 2 for too long, because this is what happens. It actually looked like Milo was being able to hold this attack, but not any longer because, well, it's 2 armies. How long can you fight 2 armies? Not for too long. And he needs to hold for as long as he can until Tato makes all the way from up there, which could still take a whole lot, to be honest. And he's still trying he still prefers to somehow kill the fishing boats, Jiggsy. Do you think this is a good idea? Because by doing
not if you lose water. It's kind of letting them back in on the left side.
And look at all
if they can just keep pushing, if they just kept pushing through and just kept winning, killing galleys, and then just in ground, then that's a much better way of winning water than kind of sniping fish.
Well, good thing is,
in the long run.
Yeah, well, good thing is he was able to clean all of those fishing boats here from the VN team, from the VNS team. But on the other hand, looks like they are losing this fight in here, and he really needs. Okay, he's coming back now. I think he will come just on time, Jiggsy.
Sandwich.
I think this sandwich could be good, but still a lot of numbers here from the VN. Very hard to say. Looks like he's going back. They are running, and I'm not sure this was the right decision. I'm really not sure this was the right decision from the NS team. I really think they could have stayed there for a little bit longer. And in the meanwhile, while red player goes back, Tato is able to kill one of his galleys as well. But also I'm not sure about this garrisoning from Milo here. Well, I think it's gonna be okay. He can run through the back of his own docks. Looks like a big fight is gonna come up now here on this left side of the map. It's, but again, some kind of miscommunication. Red player seems to be pretty much alone in there, and he's also missing a lot of numbers, Jiggsy. He also only has like 8 galleys, and that's it. I really miss some more numbers from him.
Yeah.
But then again, some bad movement here by Milo. He's fighting this alone. And VNS team,
oh my God, he just lost like 5 or 6.
Huge mistake. I don't know if this was some kind of patrolling problem or it was the lag. I don't know.
I don't think lack of patrol, more like.
Yeah, lack of patrol. I agree with you. And VNS teammates laughing at this because this was present they were searching for. It looks like it went really well from them since it was actually looking a little bit bad on this side.
5 galleys. The right flank's still looking pretty awful.
Yeah, I'm switching back to the right flank.
The Viking player made in Cholo losing his galley, using his docks. And that's pretty bad. Because if your Viking player loses water.
Yeah, he's making a market. Is he somehow close to go up? Because they could actually save him. Well, no, he actually, the problem is he has too much gold. He actually needs to buy food. And maybe he would be able to go up
okay.
if he actually buys all of that. Yeah.
See, not quite.
Okay, let me go back to the big fight here on the left side. Seems to be a little bit more interesting. And it's red and gray here. Gray. What is orange doing there, Jiggsy? He actually lost all of the water on the right side, and seems like he chose to come all the way here to help his teammates. And looks like that's making the difference. Looks to me like they are actually winning this year, the VNS team.
If they can sort of hold on until they get to Castle Age, then I don't know. They might somehow make it interesting. But
yeah, because look at this.
One player totally off water, it's going to be really tough coming back.
I really think that green player is wasting a little bit too much time just shooting so many galleys shooting at those dogs. I think his teammate needs him here at the center and at the left side of the map, because now
they don't need to engage. That's kind of the thing. Like it's like they're sacrificing their Japanese player to get the Viking player of the enemy, and I think that works for them.
Yeah, that's a very nice point you're making there. Indeed, they've just destroyed one of Milo's docks. I cannot imagine the other ones will stay up for a long time. But here we go. Let's see what they decide to do. The orange player here on the other side also losing his docks. He only has pretty much only 1 left. And those galleys he has in there, he really needs to hold to them if he wants to make sure he still has some army left at all. Looks like Milo went out to search for fishing boats from player 7. Probably he's not gonna be... well, maybe he will. There are only 2 galleys there from player 7. He's trying to run with his fishing boat. Yeah.
He's gonna get them.
He's gonna get them because he's also getting another galley from behind. Yeah. So he will be able to kill these ones in here. Can you look for me how it looks on Castle Age time? Which player is about to hit? I do see
Lots
here...
of players. Dark Knight's up. He's pretty slow, but he's up. Nock is up. Olala is up. Heimdall is not up. Whoa.
Heimdall, and he was the pocket, right? And he wasn't...
like we said, like it doesn't matter what the positions, but he should definitely be up.
Yeah, looks he has no fishing boats left.
Maybe he lost fish.
Yeah, looks like he has no fishing boats left. Anyway, let's switch to the...
is up, and he's redocking as well. He's redocking in this little cove, so if he can get away with that, that can...
Okay, but look at this, Jiggsy. This could be very bad for VNS team, because there are a lot of galleys from teal and from purple coming in, and I don't think red has enough numbers there. He also does not have numbers at home.
Castle Age, so he's going to be hitting...
Oh my god, yeah. I think this is...
He's going to be getting War Galley, Bodkin, and Ballistics soon.
Yeah. I don't think the VNS team has any chance of somehow avoiding this fight.
So.
Maybe they should try to fight to lose as few galleys as they can and not just keep running, but they will lose this fight, no matter when they choose to fight it. Yeah, Red trying to sneak through the sides. Tato is not gonna allow that, or he is! He is! Why did he go back with that? I don't know. Again, some kind of bad microing there from Tato. I reckon he's gonna allow red player to go away and keep his...
It won't matter too much. And yeah, it's a small navy. Like Olala is gonna lose his, and he's the only navy's up, so that's really bad for them.
Okay, let's...
Olala could have got out, then that would have been big.
Yeah, I think Tato is not gonna make the same mistake. He needs to move here and make sure he keeps shooting. Yeah, well, this looks good. This looks good. Looks good. Just stop, press stop, and shoot. Oh yes, perfect position. Perfect position. This is...
And he's lost it.
Yeah, this is what people on Twitch call a Craigasm. That's pretty much what's happening here. Player 7 is just gonna lose everything he has. And yeah, look at that. All of his army just died. His dogs are gonna follow the same fate. And Tato has done his job, so he's now probably gonna move up north towards the red player. Which, to be fair, is already on Castle H, but doesn't look like he has enough numbers to fight this off. Switching to the other side, Jiggsy, I do see it's pretty much player 8 back into the water.
Yeah, like he redocked and he was up, so yeah, we'll see. See what he can do.
How exactly did he manage?
How on earth?
Or on other words, how exactly did Green allow this to happen? Green seems to be alone here now, as player 5 also a little bit misplaced with his army. He's only on, he's still not on Castle Age, teal player. So he's probably gonna have a hard time fighting this this whole lot of army from blue player and from orange player in here. Look at this, green player's pretty much been cornered here, and I don't see any help coming. There are a few galleys from Tato and from teal coming, but they are still a little bit far away.
We'll see how much he can lose. He's got right here for Heimdall, so...
Well, they will save him, that's for sure, but how much of his army is gonna stay alive after this? That's the question.
I think it's gonna go pretty well for VN.
It's gonna go, yeah, it's gonna go very well for VN team.
Well.
I agree. If Tato somehow goes around, yeah, if he went here around and totally sandwiched the rest of the arms, would be even better. But anyway, nice team communication again. Coming in just on time, teal and purple Tato here as Mongols with these galleys. Keep an eye on this fighting, and yeah, of course, it's the VNS team trying to go back, and once again, it's Tato trying to block their way out, and it looks like he's gonna catch all the army from blue player. There it is, blue player is not running back, he's totally sandwiched, he has no chance of going back, his army is GG. Look at this, look how fast they die, look at this, and yeah, looking bad, dead gun comes from blue player, yeah. I feel you, man, I definitely feel you in there. It's a player 7 out of the water. It's player 2 out of the water, at least for now, and not looking good for the VNSB team here.
And VNS exchange by 1 isn't actually up to Castle Age yet, so that's gonna put him really behind now as well.
Okay, for some reason, player 7 was able to get a few galleys out of his own. He's destroying these docks here from Milo, but I don't think Milo is gonna be bothered too much because of that, because his other docks are actually at the side, turning to the middle of the map, as you can see in here. And he has a few galleys alive of his own, and by now he should actually be going Castle Age.
We need to see some sort of landing. That's kind of the only hope.
Yeah, he just made
his... We see barracks going up for player 7, Hun player, Olala. And transport coming out as well.
Barracks, here we go. So maybe, just maybe, we could see a sling from blue player, because it's still not Castle Age. Let me check the achievements. Economy, yeah, there's a sling. Well, there was a small sling from teal player to Tato, wasn't it? No, to Dark Knight.
Heimdall. No, from Heimdall, the Viking player, to the Hun player.
To the Hun player. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to...
No, the other way.
Switch back to player 7. He's doing archery ranges, so it's... Yeah, well, what he's going to try to do is clear. He's going to try and land here the yellow player and try to get that surprise effect, which he probably will. Because I don't think Milo is taking too much care of that side of the map. He does have a few houses in there, and he's actually kind of walling himself. He also has a scalp there, so I actually think a landing in there would not be too good for player 7. I do think so.
It's not going to be that effective, I don't think. No, he'll land 5 Cabbage, and they'll run around and be really annoying, but it's not going to be game changing. Yeah,
I agree with you. And again, here the water on the right side, and to be fair, on the whole map, seems to be definitely won by the VN team here. They are killing the water pretty much everywhere. Looks like only player 8 has a small army left, but also not too much. And I do wonder why is green player not fighting in there. He really needs to bring his army to the right spot, which would be pretty much here. And well, they are trying to somehow sandwich the teal player here, but yeah, looks like VNS team will lose the water here rather soon. Yeah, once Dark Knight comes into the fight, there's nothing stopping him from clearing all of this. And yeah, Jiggsy, what can you do once you lose water on this map? Only a landing can save you. Yeah.
Here we go. So here we see it.
Yeah, here we go. I'm on his point of view. He has 2 CA, and he's now moving in with the transport ship. I will make this on the point of view from yellow player. Look, he can see it. He's actually shooting at it. Let me see how he's going to react to this. There are 2 cavalry archers inside. He's got them in, but it's only 2 of them. They do have +2, but that's really not a lot. Yeah, he didn't close all of the souls, but he's running straight into the TC. Let's hope he sees this on time. No, I don't think he's gonna see this on time. He's running straight into TC. He's gonna lose 1 villager at least. No, okay, lucky for him. Lucky for... No, he did lose it. He did lose it. He did lose it. Because I think also the lag played a role in there. He's probably gonna lose a second villager, maybe not, maybe not. No, he's not gonna lose. But I don't see a reaction from player 4 so far. He's doing TCs, but he actually needs to do more than that. I would, I don't know, maybe a siege workshop, Jiggsy. That's what I would have done, I think.
Nah, I don't know. What's he gonna do? He can kill these villagers.
Well,
can he kill the villagers?
No, both villagers still alive. He did lose one. A sling cho oh la la says
Look,
VNS exchange. Here we go. So this is okay. So oh my god, these are a lot of villagers just for 2 cavalry archers. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, so I do hope very much that this goes well for him. As we have a pause now, it's the worst possible moment to have a pause on this. But I do think this will actually favor more player 4 than player 7, this pause, right? Because it will take player 7 more time to send his RP back.
True. Much harder to micro, 2 Kavachin, a lot of lag.
Yeah, but as we mentioned before, guys, the water is totally won by the VNS team here, as you can see. There's...
So this part town bottom is the only real way of... I think it's the only way back into the game. Yeah. These 2 villages.
This is also something very bad for player 7. Once yellow is actually able to... Okay, let me go back. The game is running again. Yeah, he's going back. He's walling in all of those villagers. He's taking, using a lot of villagers to do so. And, okay, he's making a barracks now, Milo. I do wonder. I think a siege workshop will be just enough to do the damage. And let's see. Are those villagers walled in? No, they are not. They were able to go out. But there is a scout there from a green player, which is probably gonna try and snipe the villager while he's coming back with the cavalry archers, but the cavalry archers are dying to these villagers. Yeah, one of them on 1 HP left. There he goes, and the other one on 1 HP as well. The villagers though are both still alive, but there are 2 scouts now there. Okay, but it looks like player 7 was able to make a cavalry archer out of that archery range, so he's still alive. He lost 1 villager. He's gonna lose the other cavalry archers. And that's GG push there, I think. No, not just yet, not just yet. That cavalry archer is still alive, and it will be... Yeah, and it will be a pain to actually kill it with only villagers. He, yeah, there you go, 2 cavalry archers. He really needs to start to finish those walls.
Double his military presence on the land in a matter of seconds.
These are a lot of villagers. These are a lot. Yeah, but they are cornered. I think they are cornered. These cavalry archers. They have nowhere else to run. He needs to fight with all of the villagers, not with only 2 or 3. Or is there a hole there? Yes, there is.
Yeah, he could have killed it. Okay, look, a camel coming from Tata.
Yeah, that's gonna pretty much be enough, I think, to settle the deal here. Unless he actually goes wild on the microing here. 2 camels coming in from player 6 are gonna be able to kill these cavalry archers. But I just see more and more coming, so there must be a hole in there on those walls, Jiggsy, because I see more and more cavalry archers coming. 2 of them already here.
Wow. I wonder if they can get out from the stone and the wall.
No, I think it's...
I know, yeah, it is walled. Like, you couldn't walk through it. but I
Okay,
wonder if
he landed on a very nice spot here, player 7, so he ends up losing his cavalry archers, both of them. And a nice thing to note here, player 4, Moonite, also known as Milo, is doing coinage, so it's gonna be slinging someone for a landing for sure. Probably most obviously it would be the Hunts player, Jiggsy, I reckon. Since the Hunts player...
Stables.
Yeah. Hunt's player has all of his shoreline in here. Nothing is gonna stop him to just land safely here inside blue space. So that's probably what they will try to do here. Well, to be honest,
They just need to be careful to not let them back on sea, and then they can't lose.
there you go. The sling. No, he's slinging a player 6. He's slinging the Mongol player. Well, okay, fair enough. I guess they also can make stables. Okay, because maybe he already has stables. That's what they thought. Because player 6 already has a stable, and I don't know. There's nope, doesn't look like player 5 himself has a stable. So it would cost a little bit more of time. Maybe that's the reason for slinging player 6.
Wow.
Oh my God, he is. I also noticed that myself only now.
What?
Yeah.
When did that even happen? I didn't even see it. Must have just happened.
He
That happened a minute ago. Crazy.
I only
Is he transport ship anywhere? Yep, transport ship coming there. He's gonna land some bills on it. Yeah.
I don't see. Yeah, there he is. I'm gonna switch back to player 6 point of view here. Transport ship. Is he upgrading his army? No, he's gonna drop a castle. I reckon he has 840 wood, almost 900. He's gonna drop a castle in there, and once that happens, there's really nothing. I don't think there's.
And you can't stop it either. You can't stop it when you have this much water control. Like, you can't stop really them getting a land.
Yeah, exactly. They have the total water control. They can't build any castle here to stop them from landing because these galleys would just shoot all of the castles. And yeah, it's just looking really bad for the VNS team here. Also, the VN team is doing this very nicely, spreading their galleys all over the shoreline. Make sure no surprises are gonna come from the VN team. Well, there is here a small surprise, a fast fire ship. No, it's only a fire ship from player 7, which is obviously not gonna be enough to do any kind of significant damage here. Let's follow back the transport ship from Tato here. He has even how many 9 villagers inside it, so that castle is gonna be up very fast. He's, by now he has almost 1200 stone, so he can even think about doing 2 castles.
And he's bringing 9 more vills over.
Even more, okay. Look at his resources. It's just he will be able to pump Mangudai or whatever he wants to pump from those castles.
Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna pump. Maybe petards from those castles.
Petards, yeah, that would be a much better option than Mangudai.
Much better option than Mangudai. Yeah,
much better option. Look at this.
Not really a good unit.
No, not at all. I agree with you. I mean, here the red player trying to do a counter castle, but well, even if you get it up, man. Well, even if you get it up, what are you going to do against the trebuchets, which will probably come out of that castle?
You can't.
There's
only one thing you can do, and that is the Alt F4.
Yep, yeah, he's getting to Imperial himself, so that's... Well, look at this, Hunt's player coming in with a few cavalry archers trying to stop this castle, but no sir, no can do, there are galleys there, the castle is up and he's even gonna lose all of these cavalry archers if he's not careful enough. Well, there you go, that's why the water control is so important here. He was lucky to finish the castle on time, but then again, he had all the galleys there just ready to protect him if he actually needed to. And switching back to Robertson. No, he's not doing trebuchets. He went for the Elite Mangudai upgrade first. And probably siege ramps are being done in here. There you go, capped ramps. He still needs a few more. Well, he could actually... He has enough... yeah, he has enough resources for the siege ram upgrade, but he chose not to do so. He will do it soon enough, I reckon. There you go, Elite Mangudai is made. Yeah, he has one siege workshop at home. On yellow space, he could do it from there. Still getting slung by player 4, and this is just a slow death, or not even slow, actually a rather fast death for the VNS team, and I'm pretty sure they will call the GG very soon on this.
Funny them saying like they were laughing, like, why are they not saying GG for the last game? And then it's kind of a little ironic.
Were they? I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that.
One of the players, I think it was Olala.
So you can speak Vietnamese yourself, yeah? Nice.
Well, I'm guessing.
No.
It's like, no GG.
There you go. That's the GG call. Once you saw the Rams, what can you do? Nothing you can do, really. 3 castles from Tato on their lands already.
Rams and stables.
Rams, stables, mango dice, trebuchets. That's it. That's a GG. At some point, looked like the VNS team could have turned their bad start around, but then again, the VN team just came out on top of this.
Really fantastic.
Team play, communication,
play,
right?
man.
I totally agree with you.
Really
Totally
good.
agree with you.